You might have already heard that proteins are the most important building blocks of life. In fact, proteins account for about 44% of dry body mass. They are important components of all our cells. And all enzymes and hormones are also made of proteins. How does the human body digest proteins? Let's take a look at the gastrointestinal system. The proteins from the diet will make their way through the mouth into the esophagus and then into the stomach where their digestion starts. As the proteins enter the stomach, they change their shape as a result of the very acidic environment. And pepsin, an important enzyme in the gastric juice, begins to break down proteins into smaller pieces. The smaller pieces are called polypeptides. These polypeptides are then transported into the small intestine, which is composed of three main parts. A first and short segment called the duodenum, which in adults is only 25 centimeters long. A second segment called the jejunum. And finally, the ileum, the longest segment, about 3.5 meters long. As soon as the polypeptides enter the duodenum, they meet again other enzymes like trypsin and chymotrypsin that are produced by the pancreas and enter the duodenum via the pancreatic duct. The pancreatic enzymes cut the polypeptides at very specific locations into smaller peptides. Here, only a small percentage of the polypeptides is digested to their constituent amino acids. These smaller peptides, thanks to the help of another family of special enzymes called the brush border enzymes, found on the microvilli in the duodenum and jejunum, will be further cut down into amino acids. After this journey, the proteins, which are now in the form of amino acids, can be absorbed through the lining of the duodenum and jejunum and enter the bloodstream. Finally, in the ileum, which is the last segment of the small intestine and the main location of the human defense system, some remaining amino acids are absorbed. The amino acids can now be used for building and maintaining the functioning of our body. And proteins follow this same journey in babies. However, since the baby is still very fragile with immature digestive, immune and metabolic systems, protein digestion capacity as well as other functions are not yet fully developed. And hence, a special and tailored nutrition providing, for example, very gentle proteins is essential to support the three systems until they are fully developed. Now you know more about the journey of proteins in the human body. Take a look at how the baby's immature digestive system impacts protein digestion in our next video.
Nestle. Start healthy, stay healthy.